subscribe? Darling Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Iman, let's get Iman in here.
Hey Tariq, how's it going?
I'm good, Iman. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I just wanted to touch on a topic. I think you were talking about it yesterday, but I missed the space, and it's about Kanye.
Okay.
Remember a few months back when Kanye did this whole thing where he got his wife in the Grammys, and he did a naked exhibition, and it was just unreal. And I remember, like, later that night, you came up on your space, and if I remember correctly, you called it "quote unquote" artistic expression,
Mm-hmm.
and you were like, "Oh, this is Kanye is astute." You literally called him astute. You thought Kanye wasn't mentally ill, but he was playing some kind of 4D chess, and we were all like.
I questioned. I said, "Is it?" I put a question mark on it.
I just before I joined this space, I watched that YouTube video game. You're pretty confident. You call it, this is what he does. This is the thing. He does this to the media. And one more point being is, with the news yesterday, he kind of like unraveled everything. Like his whole everything starts to make sense. When you go through something as traumatic as he went through when he was young,
Mm-hmm.
all that perversion and his obsession with pornography,
Mm-hmm.
it all makes sense. So my main question to you, Tariq, is like many people have known something was wrong with Kanye for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
And you being a big defender of the FBA, I think you kind of like, you always want to try to defend even the biggest degenerates just because they're from the lineage. So my question is, do you take any responsibility for excusing Kanye's behavior in the past and not telling kids and the young people, hey, this man is not good? You know what I mean? Nothing he does is good, and just to condemn him, because right now, it's not looking good for you right now.
Who? It's not looking good for who?
It's not looking good for you. I think this is more of an
No. Answer the question. Don't. It's not looking good for you. You who? Who?
It's not looking good for your judgment skills, your character skills.
It's not looking good to who? It's not looking good for me in the eyes of who?
Hold on. I'm gonna change my sentence.
Don't.
I said
no.
The judgment.
In the eyes of who? What do you mean it's not looking good for me? I don't control what Kanye does.
Tariq, I'm allowed to change my words. Sometimes I
I think you said what you meant. Looking good to who? In the eyes of who?
I'm gonna correct myself. It's not looking good for your judgment skills.
In the eyes of who?
I'm gonna retract whatever statement you thought I made.
Okay.
That's not what I intended.
You're saying it's not looking good. My judgment doesn't look good in the eyes of who?
In the eyes of everybody.
No, are you the representative of everybody?
But judgment is neutral.
You're literally the only person who's trying to make this flimsy correlation between me being responsible for anything Kanye does. There's 43 million foundational Black Americans. I'm not responsible for what they do.
Look, I mean,
and in fact, slow down. I have been very critical of Kanye for over a damn decade. Kanye has done stuff that I've been critical of. Kanye has done stuff that I've given props to. So to say that I've excused Kanye's stuff, when Kanye was running around here with the MAGA hat and all that, I was critical when he was running around with Nick Fuentes and the alt-right, critical, running around with
that's true.
And so I've been on that man's bumper for the longest. You guys were the ones propping up all of that stuff.
Okay, what I'm confused about, just one thing. Like you have said those things. That's true. Is when that thing in the Grammy happened, and him just making his wife just humiliate not only her but himself. It just wasn't something. It's not someone I want my kids looking up to. So I didn't
They
understand
do
when
it.
you
Well,
went on
no,
that
no,
space.
because
And
no, slow down. That was in the same vein as John Lennon and Yoko Ono. They used to do the same shit, and they're looked at as artistic. So why is he not artistic? Yoko Ono and
this,
John Lennon used to run around naked and do little weird shit like that all the time in the as a form of art. All right. Yeah. Were they crazy as cat shit? Maybe. Was Kanye crazy as cat shit? Maybe, but it was still a form of art. He was doing it as a form of art, sir.
maybe that's a form of art to white people, but the most common sense, decent people see that as degeneracy. Just it's not. The only thing I'm trying to get at is like don't condemn. I mean, don't like condone or excuse degeneracy. You could have just said, "Man, that's crazy," but you were out there like, "Oh, he's playing for 3D chess. He's really astute. Oh, this is artistic expression." It was like you were kind of like,
No. What I was doing was giving flip sides of the coin. I look at it from every angle. I look at it from every angle. That's what I do. So
fair
I
enough.
didn't have a definitive answer or an opinion on it. I looked at it from different angles. I looked at it from a weird angle, which many people believe it was weird. I looked at it from an artistic angle, which many people looked at it as artistic. But Iman, you're from
Yeah, that's
East
all.
Africa. You're from East Africa, sir, right?
That's the only topic I wanted to discuss, Tariq. Thank you.
No, not don't you're running now. Because if you're talking
But
about degeneracy, you want to talk about that homeland that you fled and had to run to Canada away from, right? Because I know you're in Canada, aren't you?
no, I'm not. I'm not in Canada.
No, where you?
But
Yes, you are.
no, I'm not. I'm not.
Where you at?
I- I'm in the DC area.
Oh, well, you fled
All
over here
right.
to. Oh, yeah, you one of them DC Somalis or
Uh,
Ethiopians. Oh. And y'all over
thanks,
there
Tariq.
now? No, don't run. Now, see when they want to run, when they like to sit up here and try to analyze us. Now when we want to get into them female circumcisions, y'all forcing female circumcisions in your damn homeland. Oh, I have to go, nigga. I have a Postmates auto to deliver. I have to go. You're my brother. You're my brother. Don't
What is
run.
what does female circumcision have to do with anything? Did
That
I
has
say
to
that's
do with you. You
Did
want
I
to
say
talk
that's a
about
good thing?
you want to talk about degeneracy, sir?
I don't advertise or condone female circumcision,
Sir,
but
that's the y'all
but
got y'all
I
your
I can't say the
degeneracy.
same for
No,
you.
no, 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 no. Your degeneracy is so normalized, your society fails and you have to flee from it, sir. That's what I'm saying.
Don't you think like saying coming and stripping yourself naked is normalizing degeneracy? That
No,
sounds
if a
like
white woman, listen, if a white woman wants to strip naked, let her strip naked. That's her choice. Kanye didn't put a gun in that woman's head. Kanye wasn't naked. The white woman was.
that's his so-called wife.
It don't matter. She's a white woman. She has more power societally than he does.
You put no responsibility on the man
No,
to
no,
control his
no, no,
wife.
no, no, no,
Oh
no,
my
no.
goodness,
No, she
you really?
obviously wanted to do it.
Come on, you know he
She
told her to do
obviously
that.
wanted to do it.
Tariq, please. You know he's the pervert, and he told her to do that. Come
No,
on, you
no,
know that.
oh, no, no. That white women, no, no. In this country, we have something called white supremacy. You have way more power than black men. Miss me with that shit that he made. That's all that he. No, no, no. He didn't coerce her or nothing. She
We
didn't have
found
to.
out yesterday.
She didn't have to get out there and take her pull them titties out. She didn't have to do that. She.
he didn't have to suck D either.
All right. Yeah, that's something that he's dealing with. And so he owned up to putting them balls in his jaws, and she needs to open up and she needs to own up taking them titties out and flopping them around. All right.
I see.
Now,
Anyway, thanks, Tariq. All
okay.
right,
Now, yeah,
talk next time.
all right. Now, he about to get up out of here real fast when we about to get off in his damn background. Yeah, he about to get off real fast when folks about to get in his background. Yeah, I've been very critical of some of the stuff Kanye has done. I give props what props is due, but I've been very critical of certain things, especially when he was talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. I'm really condemn that. I thought that was a very low character thing to do. I don't give a fuck about that white woman pulling her titties out. The hell. Let her pull her titties out. So what? I don't give a shit. Now he walked out with his balls out. Now, hey, nigga, somebody need to talk to you. But the thing is, a lot of these folks try to get up in our mix. They want to sit here and point fingers at us to deflect away from all the janky shit going on in their homeland that they had to flee from. The minute we start getting into their background, oh, I have to go, that's all I wanted to talk about. No, y'all, this is what I'm saying. These tethers ain't gonna just be in our damn business all the time. They ain't gonna just be in our goddamn business all the time. Worrying about what we got going on. All right. Let's get Zona. Let's get Zona on the porch. Zona on the porch. What's going on with it? Zona on the porch. Unmute your mic.
Great.
What's up, Playboy? How are you, bro?
Ain't shit, man. Ain't shit cracking. But look, man, I want to talk to you about this whole immigrant thing. I think they got a what's it called? An affinity with the whole, Democrat thing, because I tried to apply for a job, right? And I was like, let me try to speak bilingual and let's see how this whole, well, I'm bilingual. So I was like, let me speak Spanish, whatever, and let me see how this whole thing go. And they got a whole factory of just nothing but immigrants out here working.
What city you in?
Las Vegas.
Okay. Oh, man. Wow.
Right, like they won't hire nobody else but just straight immigrants, and they'll ask you certain questions, and it's big time companies too.
Man, yeah, it's getting crazy out here, man. That's the purpose of having these immigrants out here, to undermine the wages, because they know the immigrants ain't they ain't tripping on no medical and dental and 401k and none of that stuff. They know that. All right. Let's get a couple more calls in here, because I ain't gonna be on too late. Let's let me see. We got a lot of folks in here. Let's get Jeremiah. Let's get Jeremiah in the building. Jeremiah in the building. Y'all raise the hands if you're ready. Let's get Jeremiah. All right, Jeremiah ain't saying nothing. Let's get let me see. Let's get CV. And raise your hands only if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen. Raise your hands only if you're ready. Then we'll try to get Rich King. All right. So let's try CV. CV.
Hey, Tariq, how you doing, brother?
What's up, CV? How you doing, bro?
Yeah. I'm a fan of yours, since the Hidden Color, since the first DVD.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I want to talk about these foreigners. Yeah, I wish we just stop helping them. We need to stop, because we gotta just stop helping them, because all they do is come here to this country and take advantage of us.
Yeah.
They learn and we teach them. Stop teaching them. They come in the store, whatever, they asking questions or whatever, or they need directions. They cross 2 continents to get here. Stop helping them. Stop helping them. And I was watching something on TikTok, and somebody was showing like a town in Kenya, in Nairobi, like one of them slum towns, and it was like sewage on the floor, and he was like, "Look at my homeland and all this." I was like, "How you proud of this?" And then want to come here and talk about us, and you live in it. There's sewage. It was sewage on the floor with kids playing on it,
Wow.
playing on it. Yeah, it was disgusting. I mean,
Wow.
we just gotta call them. We gotta call them for what they are. Foreigners, stop sticking up for them and stop believing that Mexicans work harder than FBAs and that we're lazy and all that. That is totally not true.
Right.
That's so, because on my jobs, the people that make the most money are not Mexicans, is actually FBAs, because we do the most overtime. We are scrutinized the most. And I just land my plane right there, brother.
Thank you so much. That reminded me, the singer Khalees, who was married to Nas, and she had the hit song Milkshake. She has she's over there living in Africa, and she bought a lot of farmland over there. Khalees looks real good. Khalees is like what, 45 or something. She does a lot of thirst trapping because she's over there and that body's looking right. She didn't reshape that body. That body's looking hella tight. So she's always over there thirst trapping, but she looks real good. And she has a lot of land over there in Africa. And I want to say she's in Kenya too. And I saw some of the locals there were hating. They are hating on her because she got all that land. I'm telling you, don't let people fool you with all that. We got to go connect back to the motherland, man. We get over there and start doing big things. Be over there real salty about it. Y'all go find some of the videos of her over there showing off her land and look at some of the comments from the locals are hating hard on it as if she done finessed the land or something like that, telling her to go back home and all this. And she didn't exploit nobody. It was either Kenya or South Africa, one of those places. But yeah, they were hating real hard on her. Let's get Rich King. Rich King, unmute your mic.
What's going on, Mr. Nasheed?
I'm good, Rich. How are you, sir?
I'm all right. I'm doing fine. I'm happy I get a chance to speak to you. I tried to send you an email maybe about 6 or 7 months ago. And the topic that you're on tonight, I had to chime in. I want to know, how do you feel about the U.S. government possibly been using these melanated immigrants as a jury of our peers and to get, brothers long-term sentences?
Yeah, I've been talking about this. Very good question. We got to watch out for that. We really got to watch out for that because when they have these trials, especially these trials with these racial undertones to them, and they sit around talking about, oh, we got a black juror. Like we had Ronald McRacis the other day. We're talking about the Daniel Penny case, and he kept talking about, well, there were some black people there, and there were some black people on the jury, so the black people agreed that he should be found not guilty. No, those were immigrants. You had tethers on that train, and we pointed it out. We got some of the still photos. Those were clearly tethers around Daniel Penny, assisting him with Jordan Neely. See, we got to watch these people trying to use these tethers as if they have a camaraderie with us. Some do, but many of them don't. So yeah, when you say, yeah, I'm white and this black person agrees with me, where's his lineage from? Yeah, he's going to agree with you. He doesn't share my lineage, so that's not a flex. You got a person who's a foreigner to me, just like you. You white supremacists are foreigners, he's a foreigner. Y'all come from immigrant backgrounds. Y'all have more of a camaraderie. So yeah, he's not our representative. You see, so we got to be very clear. We got to do lineage checks. There's nothing wrong with doing a lineage check because that says a lot. All right, let's get one more good one. Let's get one more good call in here. Raise your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get one more good one. We got a lot of folks up in here. All right, Jeremiah, you here, brother? All right, Jeremiah just been sitting here. All right. All right, y'all raise your hands. Let's get some good folks up in here. Raise the hands. Garden, did you want to come back up? Your phone was janky earlier. I'll try you again, Garden, but your phone was very janky. If your phone is janky again, I really can't really rock with you like that. We can't have janky phones.
What's going on, Flex?
What's up, Garden? How are you?
All right, that was my fault earlier, man. I had the little speaker going.
Oh, okay, you sound much better.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, what do you think of that FBA general trying to get that African president out?
Yeah, I saw that. They're trying to get over there. Is it Burkina Faso? What?
Yeah.
What? Okay. Yeah, I'm looking into that because a lot of people are chiming in on that. I'm probably have to do a whole broadcast about that. I might do a whole broadcast about that tomorrow. So we'll save that conversation for tomorrow. What's up, Zay?
Hey, brother Tariq, can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. What's going on with you?
I'm doing great, and I thank you so much for your work, man. Everything that you say is true, and just peace to the FBA lineage and everybody in the chat, all the family in the chat. Appreciate you, and thank you for your work.
I appreciate that, man. What city you in, bro?
I'm in New Jersey. I actually am born and raised out in Jersey. My family is from North Carolina, though.
Aren't there fires going on out there in Jersey right now?
Yes, there are a lot of fires going on in South Jersey right now.
Damn, I didn't know it was like that out there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like the further you go south, like toward the beach area, like if you're at the beach area, you can see the smoke kind of coming across the shore, kind of into like the lower part of Manhattan. But yeah, it's bad. It's gonna get good though. We got some good firefighters out there. They fighting the fires. So
Good, good, good. I hope
yeah,
everybody's gonna be safe out there, man. Y'all definitely be safe. Thank you for the call. All right. Y'all, all my Jersey people, y'all definitely be safe out there. All right, let me get up out of here, guys. It's been real. We're gonna chop it up tomorrow. Um, go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Everybody give a contribution to the Hidden History Museum. We need you to get involved with that. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Also get the Rootwork deodorant at rootworkstyle.com. Ladies and gentlemen, all right, I'm up out of here. Puppy Akute, Lolo Vuve to the family. Peace.